Hey folks, how you doing? It's Richard here from Bikepacking Adventures. I hope you're doing well. I'm not too far from Grantham and I'm currently heading out on the King John Way, a brand new route which takes place mostly in Lincolnshire. Sorry, I've got blue flies going in my mouth. Mostly in Lincolnshire, a little bit of Nottinghamshire on the way back. It's 480k where I'm going to be stopping tonight. A little village called Crowland. Hopefully, it won't take me too long to get there. So I've just gone through Corby Glen. That noise you can hear, by the way, I think it's either the crank or the bottom bracket. Whatever it is, it's gnawing the hell out of me. Should have come on the gravel bike really. I was so determined to get on this bike. I haven't been on for ages. I'm on the road bike today, the Sonder. Oh yes, I'm using this brand new mic system as well. Seems to be having better success with a different cable. However, I've forgot to bring the dead cat or whatever it's called. I'm expecting a little bit of rain as I go into Sunday, but all in all, I think this weekend it's going to be dry and warm. 55k to go to Crowland. This is where most of the hills are. If I flick that route up on screen, you can see there's plenty of hills at the beginning of the route. A little bit in the middle, that little spiky bit there is the crossing of the Lincolnshire Wolds. And then there's a few hills at the end, but nowhere near as many on the outbound journey. So big thanks to Roy Redman, who created this route. So I'm just heading towards Burley House. I'm hoping I can get through actually, 8:15 at night. Bit late. Then we'll have to find a way round. Entirely sure which county I'm in, but so I'm just going to a little village called Peakirk. Screen says I'm 1 kilometre from the NCN 12, so I think, and don't quote me on this because I do get things wrong from time to time, but I think I've got to go for Spalding first to get through to Crowland. I only think that, I don't know that. There we go. Let's have a look. Let's take you off there a minute. Let's have a look at this together, shall we? Look at that. Wow. I'm trying to keep my gilet off as long as possible. It is, well, according to the Coros, it's still about 12-13 degrees, so not sure how right that is. Full moon over there as well. You can never capture the moon on camera very well, can you? But yeah, full moon. Right, let's get going again along this NCN apparently. This is the point of the ride where I suffered my first puncture on a gravel section of the route. Just so you know, this route has been changed since I rode it and the gravel section has been removed. Good morning folks, I'm here in Crowland, managed to make it, not before having another puncture. Right, time to leave. You'll love a spot by the way for this. That's it, I made it to the Boston stump. Pause for just a moment, see a bit of scene. You want to see a bit of scene in this video, don't you? It's not just me looking up at the road ahead. So yeah, I'm just outside the Boston stump. It's quite magnificent and tall. Right against the river Witham. I guess it's the river Witham. You always have to be pretty careful along the Lincoln Water Railway. Watch out for roots and things. They're all kind of located in one section, the very first ones you're coming through, so just keep an eye out for those. It's clouded over a little bit, still nice and warm. One thing I haven't talked about, and I must talk about it because I am British after all, and that is the weather. The weather for tomorrow, to be perfectly honest with you. Looks like it's going to go downhill. I think people, when people talk about weather in the UK, they always exaggerate things, and tomorrow looks like an exaggeration as well. This is going to be the range. There's just going to be a chance of rain, that's all it's going to be. It doesn't look like it's a washout or heavy showers or anything. I'll be very unlucky if I get wet, but we're looking good. So this is the bottom end of the Lincoln Waterway, Boston. Coming up to Landwick Bridge I think it's called. There is a cafe at the bottom I've never been to. I'm not thinking about going now, I'm just thinking about my stomach right now because I'm actually feeling a little bit hungry. What's coming up for me next, and if you should give King John Way a go, just after Boston and off the waterway, over a bridge, around a few bends, you eventually come to a straight and you'll be like, where's the end of this thing? Holland Fen, look out for that place. It's like 7 miles long. Today though, tailwind. Happy days, but I'll still be looking forward to a bend down there. Oh, there was something else I wanted to mention. So the Spa Trail's up next. Bollocks if I'm going along that on a road bike. Not after yesterday, 2 punches. I guess the Spa Trail was probably a bit better than where I was yesterday, but I'm just not risking it. 6 to the road, it's nice and smooth, and I'll just join the route a little bit further up. So this route, King John Way, it's got one of the longest climbs in the whole of Lincolnshire in it. From Low Toynton to Fullertby. It's just a grinder. It's going on and on and on. It's not steep or anything like that, it's just, you think you're near the top and then you look around the corner and yeah, still going kind of thing. Oh, I'm finding this route tough. The bum is killing me, and I have to put some more lube on. So I've headed to the top of Fullerby. They've created a nice village green up here. A few benches and nothing else, a few benches. Planted a few trees. Could there be a shop up here, like a little community shop or something like that? Because it really is in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, beautiful though. But I'm not even halfway yet, and you know, it's 24 hours. Well, it's not 24 hours, it's about 19 hours later. So I really need to put some good mileage in by the end of today. Like I say, I didn't want a long day tomorrow, but it looks like it might be. Just see how it goes. Yeah, I just don't feel 100% today. I don't know what it is. So I'm just up from the bench where I was talking to you a moment ago. The T-junction, the triangle, the other side of Fullerby, and just check out that view. Beautiful. I think that somebody lives there now, but this got this down as Tennyson's Summersby. It's a beautiful building. A little castle. So I'm just walking myself out of Bolingbroke at the moment, because bumping is hurting like crazy. So I'm going to push up a little bit of this hill, steep stuff, and then get back on again towards the top. No shame, you're fully loaded going up a 12% climb. Whew. God. 14% climb, 16% climb. But this climb 10 of 12 So any climbs after the next two, you know, are not steep like this. Although it remains a mystery where the next two climbs are. But I've not had a look yet. In fact, there's a few things I need to look at. Like, how far is Lawton away? I felt like jacking it in earlier. Dear. Maybe I should have done it this week. It's Easter bank holiday next weekend. There are two of us going out for a bike packing weekend starting on Good Friday, so I don't really want to ruin myself. Well, I've just had an early evening meal, Chippy over there, sea chef, in Chapel Leonard. I've done my homework on where I'm going to be stopping, and even my first goal is going to be too much. It's going to be too far, so I'm going to be stopping near between Great Limber and Serby. There's a woods there that I've selected before, so I'm just going to aim for there. It's about 90 kilometres away. It's just coming to 4:30. So I'm going to do that, but it's been hard work. But we'll get there. That leaves about 90 miles for tomorrow. So I'm heading along Scene Bank Road. I've never been down here before, so I don't know what to expect. Apart from sand, I'd imagine. It's actually taken us towards Sandyland, so that's good. I think it has. Yes, Anderby Road. Beautifully resurfaced. I'm tempted to stick to this, and I probably will, to be honest, and avoid the coastline just to make a bit of time up, time, bit distance. I shouldn't be too negative. Even if I get to where I want to be now, with my new target, I would have done 250k today. I'll be quite happy with that. Sunday morning, just a short walk back to the road. So again, another bikepacking weekend where I've used the hand warmers to success to warm up my lower back. I'm still wearing one now actually, it feels really good. I'm just going to keep that on until the base layer comes off. Just, it's really nice. I can't tell you how good it is and what a fantastic idea it was. Right, anyway, now I've just regrouped. Wanted to put a new battery in the GoPro, only defined. It's got 8% left and the other battery never worked to start this journey. And I know what's going to happen. I'll get home and I'll go, I don't know which battery's which, and just charge them both up again. And then I'll come out again. Yeah, you know how the story goes. Anyway, time to make a move. Right, it's a short walk to the road, so there we go. Here we are, back on tarmac. Another morning I've head off out, I've got to put new lube on. Right, I'm going to have to stop again. My buttocks were wrecked after yesterday's ride, so they're not going to get any better today. Especially if it starts raining and my boobs get wet. It's not going to rain, Richard, it's not going to rain. You're going to be alright, you're going to stay dry. Right. There's a gap between the hedges. Oh, it's a log one. You don't need to see this. Just need to get it done, get going again. Wasting time. Steep hill. Yes, I do have steep hills in Lincolnshire, believe it or not. It's Lincolnshire, it's not flat. So what I was going to ask was, and please do hit me up in the comments below, have you ever, it's one of those questions, have you ever, so when you go bikepacking, you got the stove going, it's time to take it off, except it's that the handles are that hot, you can't take it off and you're like, oh my god, what to do? So you try again, and then of course, the water spills everywhere. That's what happened to me this morning. I was like, oh bloody hell. Now lucky for me, today I had spare water, Lucasade water. So I boiled that, of course put my oats in, and it came up a bit frothy and stuff. It wasn't, I don't recommend Lucasade water at all, but it was nice to have a nice hot drink inside me. But yeah, I've done it before where I was like, well, that's it, I ain't got any water now. Going the wrong way slightly as well. Oh, never mind. I think I went to the next turn at Serene, not Graspy. I can't believe I've gone the wrong way. Must have been when I was got to the junction at Graspy. I went straight on. Didn't bother to check the screen. Thought it must be straight on. It isn't. I'm not going back up there. Downhill again, just a gradual one this time. I can talk properly. So I've just left Howsham. If you've ever heard of Howsham, it used to be a place where you'd stop and have a coffee and breakfast at Clayton's Corner. Fortunately, it's been closed for about 18 months now. The owner had run the place for so long, he retired. I reckon if someone was to open that, it'd thrive again, because it was always busy, always. Right, just on the other side of the brig. Just noticed the route goes right. Kind of traced it through, looks like it's going to go through Scotter. But I'm going to keep to the previous version, which takes you through Redbourne and Hibblestow. It's quite enough road, especially on Sunday morning. Clearly get away from the headwind for so long. So I've taken the sign for Clapham. Which is going to bring me onto the top road, the Gainsborough. Oh. I've said it before and I say it again, I could always go to the Greggs, Gainsborough. That's where I work. Not Greggs, Gainsborough. But just see, it's nice and cheap, isn't it? Oh. Short-term pain, long-term gain. Oh, heck. Okay, I'm on the right track, Gainsthorpe. Problem is now, not only is it uphill, slow, laborious uphill, it's still a headwind. But I want to get to the village, into the trees, but until that time arrives, it's a bit of a slog. There's always slogs on these adventures, isn't it? There's always a slog section, or 4 or 5, 6 on these bikepacking adventures. You just got to keep going, push through, and there's always a reward the other side. Oh, always with an asterisk over the top, yeah. One reason why I like going through Gainsthorpe is just where the house is. Just on the brickwork, you know. Seems out of character, but in a very good way. How to get people into your own pub. Stick a fence in the way so you can't see how good it is inside. So when I got my water fill up in Brig, I was like, right, I only want one water bottle, because I'll be going through Curtin. And then I got there and it's like they got 2 litre bottles and 75 cl. Really, I just, I wanted 1 litre. So I went with obviously the cheaper option. And I'm glad I did, because we're not going through Curtin anymore, into Scotter. Roy took on my recommendations going through Scotter, so going through there instead. And the way I've done it, going to get a nice view near Clapham. Got a lovely descent down this hill here. Just have to bear in mind it's a little bit gravelly, but it's not going to put me off. I've earned the climb, so I'm going to bloody well enjoy the descent. Let's get around this corner, let's take a look. Here's the sign for starters. So I always pronounce it Clapham. You might pronounce it Gleet. Ham. Oh, before I get to the hill, yes, I'm making an effort to do a bit more filming today. Apologies for yesterday, it was a case of getting the job done. I'm glad this is part of the route. Been down here a few times, it's beautiful. It's like a nature reserve, but not a nature reserve, it's just kind of a bit of a hidden gem. Arrived at Loughton Woods that I've been talking about. I like this video. Got 5k of woodland. Plenty of places to throw a bivy bag up, between the trees and away from the road, you know, but it's well set. Dare I say, you probably put a tent up. I have put a tent up, in fact. Not along this section of the route, but so this is Gainsborough Old Hall. Now this was it's famous because back when, I'll put the year up on the screen, shall I? It used to be home to the British Parliament. Hard to believe it was this far north, but yeah, Gainsborough Old Hall. Shall we go around the other side? But before we do, we'll just take a look at this church, the All Saints Church. And if you're not interested in churches, just down the road on the left is a KFC. And if you're not interested in KFC, go right, because there's a McDonald's. If you don't like either of those things, keep going, there's a Greggs. As you see, the cafe is just opening at 10:15. The Pilgrim's Trail at the Old Hall, Gainsborough. Well, according to the young lady inside, it wasn't home of Parliament. Who told me that? Something to do with the Pilgrim Fathers. That's as much as my history in the UK goes. That's where we're now. So we're here. All the way over there is the River Trent running north to south. I live up here somewhere. We're there. But right now we're going to go this way up the hill, up the big hill out of Gainsborough, down Surton Stow, all the way to the River Witham, and pick up the NCN 64. The sun is making short appearances. It's by no means a dull day though. It's a lovely spring day once again. It's currently, according to Coros, it is 14 degrees. That's nice. But I don't know if you can tell by the speed of the background behind me. It's a nice tailwind at the moment as I head towards Lincoln, the capital city of Lincolnshire. Slightly lukewarm sausage roll. Impressive building, isn't it? Could look at all day if it wasn't in such a rush. But it is a massive church for a village of this size. They must have some money. I'm really enjoying the way over to Lincoln because I don't know where we're going. Don't know where I am right now. Last few country lanes been like that. I know you think you've been everywhere in the county, figuratively speaking. But you've been down every country lane, over every hill, and clearly not every country lane. 6.5 miles to the centre of Lincoln. See it beautifully over beyond the hill, beyond this hedge here. I will show you, but you're going to just see a little blur in and out the hedges. You need to be here, see it with your naked eye. It just sits proudly on top of the hill. we've just come off a bit early, which is fine. It means I've avoided the naff trail. So we've just come off at Harby. So we're going to be heading through the village of Harby now, a few other villages and things. Yeah, I'll tell you what that means. Less of a headwind, I guess. Also means I'm off the trail. I can have a sneaky wee. So it was at this point in the bikepacking adventure that things all went wrong in terms of the recording. I failed to unplug my external mic, which had run out of battery, and none of the video had any sound. But here I was, continuing the route through Nottinghamshire alongside the Grantham Canal, finally completing the King John Way. Here I'm explaining that it was a little bit of an anticlimax at the end of the ride. There was no sort of landmark or anything. So I gave my feedback to Roy, who developed the King John Way. So now if you go ride this route, you will find a nice landmark at the end. I'm not going to tell you what it is, you just have to go and ride it yourself. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed watching this video of myself riding the King John Way. If you want to find a little bit more about the King John Way, there's a link to the website below to both the road and a more touring paced version of the King John Way. Well, for me folks, I'll leave this video here. If you've got any comments or questions, do go ahead and stick them down below, and I'll see you in the next adventure soon. Bye bye.